Welcome back to this session, and here we will talk about the text function that we have. Use first row and headers and replace values. Okay, so to begin with data type, it's very important that the columns that you see over here have the correct data type. Otherwise it will create problem when you're doing calculations or if you are using it in visualizations and all. So very important, super important that you change the data type correctly. Like for this one order ID, these are numbers. So you will see on the left hand most side of the name of the column there is ABC and 123. So Power BI is confused, like it's unable to understand whether it's a number or alphabet. So if you click on the column or even if you click over here, and here you can change it to decimal, whole number, and so on. So it's a whole number, so I would like to change it to whole number. Since we are checking the functions on top right and uppermost side, we will see from here itself how to change the data type to whole number. So if you click the drop down, you have these options. From that you can click on whole number, and it will now make sure that it's changed to a whole number properly, data type, and it's now correct, and it could be used even for calculations or for totaling purposes. So next is order date. Here you could see that the data type is ABC123, but this data type should be date. So let's change it to date. Again, click on data type, change it to date. Okay, so you can see a calendar icon over here now. So it has correctly changed the date, all the data that we have in this column into a date format. So let's move to customer name. This has to be alphabet, right? So let's change it to text. So we have the text option here, and I change it to text. City seems to be correct, state seems to be correct. Product again has to be in the format of text, so I will change it to text. Category has to be text. We have quantity, which is in number, so you can click on that. Data type, and it is a whole number, so I'll change it to whole number. Price, I will change it to whole number again, so I change it to whole number. You see there is an error now, it shows up an error, right? So we will see how to change that. Now discount, percentage, there are so many null options here, but it's in percentage, so that's the reason I will try to change it into percentage, and decimals has to be. So if you click on percentage, it will change it to percentage. Then we have sales rep and payment mode, order status. So these are in text. I've selected everything at once, and I will change it to text. Okay, so I have changed data type of all the columns perfectly. And now in order to remove the unit price error, we'll go to the main source and see where we have that error. So here we have like text as error. So we'll check the data from backend and see what should be. Let's assume it's 10,000 rupees. So I will change it to 10,000 and do a save. Now if I do a refresh, and by now you know where to refresh, isn't it? So you will click on refresh button, and the error is gone now, right? So this is how you troubleshoot the errors that we have. There are a few more things, like there are null values in the cells, some cells, but we will see it later how to tackle it. For now we'll keep it as is and move to the next function, that is use first row as headers. So this is the first row. If you want to use it as a header, you can click on first row as header. This usually happens when at times even in Excel you would have seen, if you are copy pasting a table, or if you use an Excel table into Power BI, the headers that you see as of now, order ID, order date, which is correctly showing as header, at times they will be on the first row. So if it happens, you have to just make sure that you click on the use first row as header, and the first row will jump up over here as a header of this table, right? I will remove this step which is not needed. Promoted headers, right? Okay, I removed it. Use headers as first row. So if I want to use the header as first row, I can click on that, and this is how it will look like. So sometimes you will see the table coming up on Power BI like this. So that is the moment what you can do is you can click on use first row as the table headers, right? I will remove these which was not needed, right? Next is replace values. So if we want to replace certain values and change the information in the data, you can do that. So let's take an example that if you want to change the options that we have as null to 7%, right? So I will click on replace value. What to find? You must mention NULL, and if you want to change it to 7%, you will just update 7 and hit OK. So you can see that it has changed to 7, right? Now this is the data type has changed. So we will click on percentage. It shows 700%, right? And so maybe we have done things incorrectly. We can go back to replace value, find value as 7 and replace with 0.07. If you hit click OK, it will perfectly show up. So when the change happened, it went back to number. It has to be percentage. So now it shows the percentages correctly. Correct. So that's how the replace function would look like. So you can replace the values quickly, and I will remove all of these steps that I did. Okay. Alright, so that was it for now in this video. We will see the next functions, merge queries and append queries, in future videos. So we will see merge queries and append queries in future, in the further lessons. So we will see the merge queries and append queries in the next sessions. See you.